welcome to my soapy kitchen. Today I'm going to make something fun. We're going to make a coconut milk CBD bath salt, and I just wanted to make bath salts because bath salts are super fun, and we're going to have super fun with this. So the fragrance I've chosen for this is BumBum Cream type, and it just smells very summery. We've had one of the warmest spring weeks in ages, and to go along with this summer kind of scent, we're going to use, like I said, the coconut cream powder to give the water a little bit of creaminess, and of course to make this a nice emulsified bath oil, bath salt, we're going to use a Polysorbate 80. Now, Scented Expressions, I believe her name is Heather. If I'm wrong, I apologize. On Facebook.com is awesome for their pricing in soap supplies. If you want to get something and save a little money, go to this Facebook.com Scented Expressions. All right, check them out. So I'm going to measure out the Polysorbate, and we're just going to measure out 20 grams. Oops. Now 20 grams is pretty close to 20 mils, so grams and mils aren't always the same, but it's pretty darn close, because I've got 10 grams of CBD and I've got 10 milligrams per mil, so there's 100 milligrams of CBD in here. So if you use the whole thing, you'd have a pretty relaxing bath. Now CBD does not cross the blood-brain barriers. You don't have to worry about anything, and I believe in almost all 50 states and all of Canada, of course, CBD is legal. So you should be able to find it on Amazon, honestly. And it's wonderful, wonderful, soothing ingredient. So please give it a try, especially if you're getting old like me. All right, so before I start measuring out the, now let's go ahead and measure out the powdered ingredients. So we're going to measure out 250 milligrams of bicarb. Because I love bicarb, and I love having a smoother, and I'm just using an Arm & Hammer. This one is really great for applications like this. And then we're going to add 500 grams of Epsom salts. So Epsom salts are magnesium sulfate, and it's just awesome stuff. It's not the same as a magnesium that you make magnesium oil from, but it certainly is super awesome. So we're going to get the scale up to 750. Okay, I'll take that little extra there. That'll be fine. Okay, so I'm going to get a bigger bowl, and we're going to start mixing. Now, one thing we're also going to use is alcohol in this. That helps to disperse everything. So we're going to use a little alcohol, and then the last thing we're going to mix in is our fragrance and our Polysorbate. And we're actually going to mix the fragrance and the Polysorbate together just so that they get that emulsion thing going before we add it to the salts. Okay, let's measure out the coconut cream. And we're going to use about 5 grams. Actually, I'm going to use 10 grams. We'll make this very rich. All right, 10 grams of coconut cream. Set that aside. We're going to add that to our dry ingredients. So we're just going to mix all of this up. And you can wear a mask, but you really don't have to. If you're making larger quantities of this, then you're probably going to want to Oh, good. So I like my bath salts not rocky. I like them kind of smooth, but with that sparkle that you see there that comes naturally from those magnesium salts. All right, so we are going to try out a new colorant since this week was our breaking the mold unboxing, and this is CS42090, which is called Eggplant. And we are just going to put a little tiny bit. I'd have to pull out my my tiny measuring, but I want these nice and strong. So I'm going to use about 1/4 of a teaspoon there. All right, now we're going to mix that in. I thought purple would go really well with this. Alrighty. Now we want this, you know, we want this to look like purple, right? So what I'm going to do to bring out the color is spritz it with alcohol. Actually, I'm just going to dump in some alcohol. This little alcohol container has had better days. So that'll show us a better idea and let us bloom it. Told you how I bloom my colors. Blooming with alcohol is a lot faster than blooming with water, because water has to dry out. Alcohol pretty much dissipates right away, and then you get this nice, bright, vibrant color that you can mix into your bath bombs or whatever. And you don't have to bloom them. I bloom mine because I make them up in advance, and then I play with small quantities of the beautiful colors that I've created. So I love that. That's beautiful. Eggplant from Breaking the Mold. And they sent me these other little cool guys. If you wanted a close-up of these guys, my pit crew is helping me today. My little girl's gonna get those later tonight. All right, so I'm gonna mix the next 2 ingredients, which are these oils, together. Now, this is my Polysorbate 80 and my CBD cream, CBD oil, and it's basically CBD isolate and MTC, or otherwise known as fractionated coconut oil. I believe they're the same. Most of my oils are water dispersibles. It's kind of nice to see one that's possibly oil dispersible. There's not enough there to really tell. But I want every little bit of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to my little girl's downstairs playing 2 p.m. Dinu. Isn't that fun? Hearing your kids play. It's one of the best things about homeschooling. Is you get to be an active participant in their learning, which is great. All right, so I'm going to put these away, and then we're going to mix all of this in. And I am going to get my hands in there. And don't worry, I'm not going to waste any of that. So I want this to be a very moisturizing bath. Now, if you are sensitive to Polysorbate 80, you can always just leave it out. But know that your oil is going to float on top. It's not going to be emulsified. Okay? And your colorants may stain your tub if you're using micas. All right? Oh, this is a perfect color for this. Actually, this is a perfect color for a black currant as well. I'm going to pop some of this in here. See if I can pick some more of that wonderful oils mixture in and up and off the container and into my product. There's a lot there. See how I can almost make bath bombs with that? So much stuff. Not really. Don't ever put Epsom salts or Dead Sea salts in your bath bombs if you live in a humid area. If you live in a dry area, it's probably okay, but I don't know. I know it just doesn't work here. All right, so this is pretty much it, guys. We've got a creamy, beautiful bath salt, and I'm gonna let this dry. I'm hoping these containers are gonna work for me. We'll see. Let's see if we can pack them into my jars or not. Now I'm gonna pile these into my gold colored sieve. I wish I had a bigger cone, because I think we're gonna have to do it like this. Yeah, it's gonna need a little help. These are great for liquids, not so good for powders. So we'll be seeing some more. So there's my BumBums, BumBum CBD bath salts. Super fun. Will dissolve quickly and are emulsified. So the ingredients you use, that determines. You're also going to get that creaminess on top, which isn't bubble, but it gives like that nice white creaminess on top. And I can actually demo these for you if you'd like. Why don't we do that right now? All right, so I've got the container that I was going to be washing, and we're going to add a full tablespoon of colorant. So see how we get the eggplant color? How cool is that? Ooh. So yes, indeedy, it is going to be purple. And hopefully when you've got a full bath, you'll get to see that little bit of, oh, there's the little white. You can start to see the little cloudy top there from our coconut cream. All right, you see what that does? How fun is that? So instead of sparkle, we've got creamy. You can see that, and you'll be able to play with that in your bath. Super, super awesome sauce. So if you want to get the containers or the eggplant colorant, it's available. This is enough to last me like a long time. You saw how much I used, right? This amount, this tablespoon in a bath will look like a unicorn bath, which is really pretty and nice and light and just beautiful. If you enjoyed this, please click like and subscribe, and I will have some links below to where I got these ingredients, and there'll also be, this particular recipe will be available. This is kind of a CBD fairy dust. So if you enjoyed this, click like and subscribe, and come on back next time. Bye for now.